I've been able to generate over $10 million from the music teaching industry, and today I want to share with you some of the best little sales tips and tricks that I've learned over my journey. And I'm going to show you a video for free which has come from our BAM Squad membership from the inside, where I was talking on the topic of sales tips and strategies, and it's got a whole lot of really interesting ideas and tips that I've learned over the years that you can learn now so that you close more sales, and more sales means more money in your pocket. Now, and that's not just for the sake of just having more money for money's sake. It means you can reinvest into your business, grow it, take it out, give it away, do whatever you want with it. But the most successful thing that you do need in a business is a profitable business that actually earns money. And so you got to get the sales part down so that you get the cash flow, and then with cash flow you can do whatever you want. If you want to take it all yourself, if you want to invest it in your business, if you want to invest it in other people, if you want to give it away, whatever you want to do with it, it's not for me to judge, but it all comes down to being able to sell well. And so in this video I'm going to throw to a clip of a training that I did with our BAM Squad community. If you enjoy this and you want to see all the extra notes that go with this clip and our whole library of how we've built a music school to 2,000 students and have all the other support from members of the BAM Squad, you can click the link down below and come grab a free trial. But for now, here is this little training video on sales tips and hacks. The first thing that I would tell everyone is, hey, make sure that when you're selling, even if you're on the phone, you're smiling. Okay, it's the most simple thing to change the whole tone of the conversation. Now, just think if I was talking to you like, hey, how's it going? I'm Johnny. Really good to meet you. Versus, hey man, how's it going? I'm Johnny. Good to meet you. Totally different, right? So we want to tell people, even if you're nervous, talk a little bit louder, smile. Even if you're on the phone, smile, talk clearly, and obviously if you're talking to someone, talk eye to eye. Hey, great to meet you. Look them in the eye. Next thing is we want to make sure that we are asking questions. Questions is literally the key to prescribing people the option that they want, that they're going to take. Think about when you go to the doctor, right? The doctor's going to go, hey, how can I help you today? Awesome. And you're going to say, well, I'm struggling with X, Y, Z. Great. And have you had any trouble breathing? Oh, great. And have you had trouble with this? Are you hurting here? What about this? They're going to ask a whole bunch of questions, and eventually they're going to lead to, hey, I think this is the best option for you. Same thing with selling. It's that simple. And so I've got a script down below that you can check out as an example. But literally when people would call in, it'd be like, hey, Johnny from Good Time Music here. How can I help you? And I might say, hey, I'm interested in music lessons for my child. Oh, that's amazing. So cool. And will this be their first time learning, or have they learned before? So I'm trying to gather information, right? Oh, that's cool. And what's the instrument that they're passionate about learning? Oh, guitar. Oh, that's so awesome, man. We have so many amazing guitar teachers. Now, are they passionate about certain styles, and how old are they? And so I'm gathering information, and I'm trying to think, okay, well, we've got a intro to guitar program. We've got, one-on-one guitar lessons. We've got group guitar lessons. We've got our, high ticket guitar program. We've got our intro to music program. I'm trying to think, based on the questions I'm asking them, I'm leading them towards one of the programs. And so I'm going to keep asking them questions, not forever, but just till I've got all the basic information to know, okay, this is their age, this is their skill level, it's either their first time or they've been learning for X amount of years. And if they have been learning for a few years, I want to know a little bit about that, and pairing them with the right teacher who's maybe they're super into classical, or they're super into jazz. Well, that's probably going to be choosing between two different teachers that have strengths in those areas. I'm asking questions, getting the information, because then when I've got all the information, for one, the parent or the customer feels like, oh, this person's really understood what I'm looking for, which is the whole thing, right? And then, two, because you know everything, you can go, you know what, can I tell you about our intro to guitar program? I think that would be absolutely perfect for Rachel. And of course they're going to want to hear it because you've asked all the information, and then you go, you know what, our intro to guitar program sounds perfect. Can I tell you all about it? And then that's where you tell them the rough things they need to know, and then you sign them up, okay? So that is pretty much how we teach everyone to do it, and with most of the time it will be either our admin customer support team, and you might give those people really cool, fun names, job titles, but we'd also train teachers to be able to do that as well, and then they might guide them to either a brochure or a person at the desk to go talk to sign up, or a phone call, whatever it is. It's going to be different for your school depending where you're at. A couple other things that we tell people really clearly is don't be pushy. You're not trying to go, oh, come on, man, you should come check it out. You definitely do it. Come on. We don't want to be pushy. We also don't want to dominate the conversation. There's a really lots of clear studies in sales, and often sales departments even have softwares in big professional companies where they measure how much time the person on the phone is talking, the salesman versus the customer. And they can show clearly if the customer is talking more than the salesperson, there's a higher conversion rate of the sales. Now, we don't need to get into measuring all those metrics and things like that, but we want to convey to our team the importance of, hey, ask questions and then listen and go, yeah, cool, awesome, oh, great, okay, and a follow-up question, things like that. So don't dominate the conversation, let them talk. Another couple things is don't go into too much detail. Don't go into all the musical jargon and things like that, and don't oversell. People actually want a real smooth, easy, quick sales experience. Next thing is really, really important. This was a big lesson for me, is you want to reply to people quickly. So if it's a phone call, you want to be able to deal with it right now, not take a message and put it on a post-it note or something like that. You want to be able to take that now and deal with it, because you want to close the deal, get them signed up. You don't want to, leave them hanging or waiting for you, or they go call some other competitor, etc. You want to get them locked in. I remember when I was running my covers band, playing around town and all these corporate gigs and weddings, and people would often inquire with 3 or 4 other bands. And there was a band I used to play with, and I learnt from him that he told me, whenever I get an inquiry, even to my email, I send the email, but I pick up the phone right away, because I know that every other band they've inquired with is going to send a beautiful email and an info pack and things like that, and links to videos of gigs and all that sort of stuff. But I'm going to get on the phone and I'm going to go, hey, Sarah, how's it going? I just got your inquiry about your wedding. That sounds amazing. Congratulations. Awesome. And so he's starting excited, congratulating her. Hey, tell me about the date and the venue and what you're thinking of doing. And awesome. And what sort of band were you hoping to get? And do you imagine it going late into the night or being an early, and just asking all the questions, and then go, hey, we're actually free on that date. We could do X, Y, Z. It would be this price. Are you interested? And he would lock it in and close all these deals faster than every band. And that was all his secret was getting on the phone fast. So then I did that as well. And that's how, we grew our band to be very popular and very busy, doing, I think it was 120 or 130 gigs in 1 year. And so that was quite a lot of money. Same thing with teaching lessons. People will often inquire to 2 or 3 places. You get on the phone quickly, get on the email, get on the text, chase people up faster than any other school will, and you will get more follow-ups and inquiries than anyone else. That's what we want. So be excited, be friendly, smile. Those are all the basics. Check out the other notes down below, little templates, questions you can ask. This is the sort of video that you would want to sit down and watch with your admin team, your staff. And at this point go, all right, okay, what do we like about what Johnny said? What did we learn? What other things could we add? What have you learnt through your job history? Maybe you've, worked at a restaurant or an office job, and you learnt to say something that worked really well, or you learnt a tip or a trick. Then share that as a team, and you can develop your own little training. Make sure you come back here and share any notes, ideas that we can add here, because it lifts up the whole BAM squad when we all share our best stuff. So there we go. That's the beginning of sales. You don't really need a whole lot more than that. It's just practice, practice, practice. The more inquiries you get, the more sales repetitions you get, the better that you get. And you will learn over and over how to handle more objections, etc., and close more students into your amazing music school. Check all the notes down below, and I'll see you in the next video.